Now, I mean, yeah, you guys probably hear that my voice is a little bit fucked up. But trust me, it's way better than it was. Now, as you guys can see, this is different kind of update because this is a general type of update. What do I mean with general? Now, general is not only with the Chevrolet Matisse, but it's also my current life, how things are going, such as my voice or other stuff. Now, I think to get you guys not too much worried and to get started right away, should you guys worry about me and what's going on with myself or buddy or my voice or whatever? No, you definitely should not. There's nothing happens, no disease or whatever. I'm really good. I'm really fine. And, well, I can definitely tell you guys I have the joy of my life. So, don't worry. Because nothing is going on, nothing is going wrong. Things don't have changed. And now, the only thing that have changed is actually today. The only thing that has changed is the exhaust. Now, why does the exhaust have changed? It's very easy. Today was the day that I was driving with some friends of mine, and, well, it's actually the very first day that something was going different. And, well, the exhaust fell apart in two pieces. Yeah, you want to connect it, but suddenly fail while you're driving or trying to make some burnouts. Now, I got front discs and back brake pads, or brake shoes, how do you want to call it. Problem is, though, with brake shoes, you don't have much brake power. They say it's better, or equal, like brake discs. Now, I don't really agree with that. And if so, then my handbrake doesn't work with burnouts. My pedals are a little bit too large and go way too deep to make the speed between the clutch, brake and throttle to make the burnout working. Also, 52 horsepower, front wheel drive makes things a bit different. So yeah. Now, I know that I have not been uploaded actually like 12 days, 13 days, I believe, as far as I've seen. The reason why is that I still want to create, of course, content that matters and not recreating content over time that I already did in the past. So, especially with the exhaust. Now, the exhaust, one time was completely dead, and then I upgraded it to the Overal exhaust. Now, if you didn't watch that video, it's quite informative, and it's a very easy install. So, now, now I had something broken, and I had to place it back while on the road, not even at the garage. So that's another story, of course. Trust me, it's not going to be fun. And, yeah, I burnt myself on the silencer today. Yeah, I'm thirsty. Now, well, so in the meantime, there's not a lot going on actually with the Matisse. Actually, I currently, well, can say that I'm actually enjoying my life. Well, as far as I can go. Of course, not in a very negative way or something familiar. No, everything I said is going pretty good. It's not going bad. Not at all. Really. I'm really enjoying my life at this moment. Going out with friends a lot. And, yeah. Enjoying, partying, and all that. Now, the reason why my voice, of course, is sort of dead is because partying. Now, if you're partying and you're screaming around, then this is the result that you get. Now, I don't worry, and I'm not worried at all. I'm fine. If it gets worse, then it gets worse. If it's not, then it's not. The only thing that's not good is if I want to sing. Yeah, that holds me up now, yeah. Because I sing, of course, already for 22 years. From 26. So that's pretty much. But now I can't. And if I can't anymore, I wouldn't care as well. It is what it is. It's the life you choose for. But anyways, let's not talk about singing. I mean, that's not why we're here. So, I think the most important thing we could talk about is, of course, the supercharger. Now, the supercharger has been deactivated for quite a time now. The reason why is of course, because the pulley somehow, I don't know what's happened there, but the pulley somehow is wiggling around whenever there's a 4PK belt on it. Now, don't ask me why it's gonna wiggle around. Now, everything, of course, has to be normal and that it spins like that, without wiggling around this way. That is not gonna do this. That's what it's doing currently. So, I asked Moto Cheese here on YouTube, what could it be? And he told me that the nut probably was already loose and that this actually caused, like it was already doing this, and only one time, bam, made a little bump in that piece of meshing. Well, that sort of golden stuff, which makes it actually that the pulley keeps turning straight. So that is actually damaged. So I have to get a new pulley and, as you guys already can guess it, a new 4PK belt as well. The last 4PK belt that I had, guys, was only 3 hours old before I lost it. Now you and me. Could you have done that? Installing a V belt or 4PK belt or 5PK belt, 6 or 7 or maybe more, and losing it while installed after 3-4 hours. Now that's going to be a huge achievement. So, of course, I mean, I still have a 4PK belt laying around here, but that one is too big. And I'm going for an even smaller size, because I don't want that this one is going to be rolling down the streets again without me or without my car. Because the last time I was watching my rear view mirror and I was like, yes, that was my 4PK belt. It was rolling on the street. While, I mean, it shooted off the supercharger. That was the first time. Second time, same happened. Third time, that did not happen anymore. I think the 4PK belt was thinking at itself, nah, I'm not gonna do this anyway. He's gonna put me back. Yeah, that's true. So he was completely shredded. Yeah, exactly. From brand new to completely shredded. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So, yeah. Anyways, so the 4PK belt where I'm talking about is this one. So this one is a little bit on the bigger size. This is the 4PK 708. So this one is 70 centimeters. In, well, if you go around here, this one is too long. I need something that's 65. So 655. Normally I take 665, and now I want a 655, which is 10 millimeters less, and definitely what I need to make it shorter and of course more stiffer. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on this one, on this pulley, which is on a supercharger, but I could say it's a try worth, but still, it's 14 euros that I threw on the streets. So, yeah, that's actually number one. The other thing that I would like to tell you guys is indeed, I mean, normally I do a little bit more installing videos, drive POVs or all that. Now, I think if I'm gonna do too much drive POVs, it's not gonna be too much fun. And I'm still actually trying to see when are you guys actually on YouTube and when are you guys not, so that I know when are you online and when should I go live, as example now. So that's why I'm actually going live randomly, because if I go live randomly, then I just can tell my story. And I mean, you guys can still listen it back though. Sometimes I just delete the videos. This one is not going to be deleted soon. This one is going to be saved. But yeah. Anyways, so current things that have to be done on the car is getting 2 new front tires for the new rims. Well, the rims, the silver rims. So, so getting 2 new rims. Now, besides that, I need still a new pulley. Without a pulley, I won't get far. Whenever that one is on, I need a smaller 4PK belt and not one that's 708, which is too much. Way too much. So to make the list actually pretty short, 4PK belt with the size 655, so 65.5 centimeters long. I need a new pulley, need new 2 front tires, and still some other stuff to tune. As example, chip tuning. Still not done yet. It's about time. Yeah, and I'm still sometimes thinking on ITBing, well, trying to ITB the Chevrolet Matisse, because I've taken off the well, like I definitely could say the throttle body hose. I took it off, and it makes actually a hell of a lot of noise. I mean, I don't care. I like it though, but just not everyone does. It's a three-cylinder engine, 0.8 liters, which is probably like 48 cubic inches. So, yeah, that's not much. But still, trust me, there comes a lot of sound of it. And definitely when it's straight piped. Well, not from the intake, but exhaust. From the intake, I mean, the hoses on the intake are gone. And that makes a hell of a sound as well. It makes even more sound than my exhaust does. But making sure that I'm gonna ITB it cost me way too much. It will cost me probably like 3,500 euros, which is probably like $5,000 to do so, which gains me an additional 30 horsepower. Now that's very much. That's very much, because that's an increasement of 80% of the engine capacity. I mean, would be nice though, but still extremely expensive. Because if we are gonna look at the Porsche GT2 as example, well, they are not that pricey, because mines have to be blueprinted and they have to be fabricated and all that by professional machinery and professional people. I need to get a new ECU. There should be a tune included, well, and all that kind of shit. So you guys already can guess that this is not actually something cheap work. Normally they do Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Maseratis, and all these kind of hypercars. And then we are not talking about 3,500 euros. No, we are talking about millions, maybe 500,000 for a start price. So KMS here in the Netherlands does headers and all that, header installments and all kinds of crazy shit. But definitely headers. That's really their thing. And if they are gonna do that with, I mean, if they want to create something nice with headers, custom headers, of course. because you can create it as you want to. But if you want to create a custom header for, let me say, Lamborghini Aventador or Murcielago or LP640 or whatever you want to call it, you can already imagine the price range between $200,000 and $600,000, if not more. Depends on your wish. If you actually want these kinds of long tube headers that actually are the equal size, yeah, well, I think you can open your wallet already before they get started. That's gonna be a pricey something. Now, so yeah, I mean, looking at the supercharger now, if I want to go and speak about that, I mean, currently I only have two options. That might work. That might work to run it. Well, three actually, but two is my kind of favorites. But before I'm gonna tell you that, guys, there's only one thing that I really have to update with you, which really have changed on the car. One thing that really have changed is where the supercharger is mounted. Not where, but how. So, normally, as you guys maybe have seen, the supercharger was mounted on this side and on this side on the front bar from the car itself, which was somehow like aluminium. At least something that cannot hold a lot of weight, not against vibrations like steel does or U profiles. So what I've done here is I was working together shortly. I was working together shortly with my uncle, and he created some U profiles. And with those U profiles, we made the possibility to put the other side of the supercharger onto the engine block, but with an existing screw port. Now, that screw actually was normally used for the power steering pump, which was not designed on this particular vehicle. Now, I mean vehicle, in this particular year of the Chevrolet Matisse. I do know that Chevrolet Matisses do have power steering pumps, but well, possibly not in 2008, because mine is from 2008. They didn't have it. I don't know why. I think it's kind of stupid, because it's way better with doing without power steering. I mean, it's better to do it with. Now, if I have a large American car or a large American truck, I mean, the Buick LeSabre or Buick Skylark or Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, those cars look, then we don't talk about power steering anymore. I mean, if you then come with power steering, then I don't know what you're doing in a true muscle American car. Well, I mean, of course, that's something we will get later on in my life, and of course later on this channel, but it's going to take a while before it's so far. Now, the two options where I was trying to talk about, number one is putting the shorter 4PK belt, as you guys can see here, putting that one on, strengthening it, but walk the risk that it will fly away again on very high RPMs. Or option number two, replace the pulley and try it then. Or option three, replace the pulley, buy a new 4PK belt as well, and then install it. So yeah, installing it, option one. Option two, putting a new 4PK belt, a new pulley on it, and putting this one on. Or option three, a shorter one and the new pulley. Now I'm thinking, of course, at option three, which makes the most profit and less failures. Because I don't like failures, not at all. Not if we speak about the engine bay. Everything in my engine compartment should work as it should be. Just not emission stuff. Emission stuff is not my kind of thing. because the EGR is disconnected as well. Oh, and I created some gaskets for it. And guys, that was not the problem, which is a huge bummer because that made me into a complete new research. The Dewomatis, by the way, has a vacuum leak at the or had a vacuum leak at the EGR valve, but that one was a vacuum EGR. This one is electronic, which makes it a little bit more harder to find. But my guesses are probably at the transmission in that area. I was not hoping for it, but probably it is. So transmission area. Now the most easiest way is to, well, replace the clutch plates and the pressure plate and all the stuff that's around it and with it. If that's not gonna work, I need to put a Dewomatis transmission on it. No, I'm not happy with the Dewomatis transmissions, but I do know you can trust them. But just don't damage whatever is on the outside of that thing. Trust me, it will hurt you. It's these transmissions are very touchy. If we speak about damage, not about power shifting though. I mean, I'm power shifting the Chevrolet Matiz as well, and everything goes like planned. Yeah, well, speaking about weight reduction, by the way, I mean, the weight currently has been increased from a Chevrolet Matiz, and I put the back couch back, and I also put the subwoofer back again, because still I want, of course, to have some people with me, and some music that I can turn on with, well, bass, you know. But 1200 watts RMS is still on the low side. I need more watts for my sub. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna make this video actually way too long, and I will maximum stop at 30 minutes, probably already very soon. But the thing, my current priority is to order that stupid pulley for the AMR 300 supercharger, and yeah, getting a new 4PK belt, putting it on, putting some nice hoses on, and then vroom vroom, pull the gas. Just smash that throttle plate. That's my goal now. But first of all, getting the supercharger pulley. If I got that one, then we are already a long way. That would be already very good. Then we are ready for 75% done. I mean, replacing that pulley is not a big deal. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. And I have an idea how I can do that. How I can take the pulley off and how I can take it on. And putting on a very nice torque as well. But I think it definitely needs some torque to make it a tight fit. Now, I was also thinking about something else, but this is a little bit more risky, and this is actually more like, if you have time, something, you know, is taking the current pulley off and trying if I can do something. I mean, on the pulley itself, it should be flat, right? Or otherwise it's going to vibrate, as I already told you. Now, what I want to try is that flat spot. There are two kinds of flat spots: the pulley itself and the well, something that's in there that goes over the drive shaft of the supercharger itself. Now, that golden piece actually is carved in, and I want to flat everything out, if it's possible. Then it should be straight again. If I could do it like that, it might be a very nice option. That could do the job and fix the issue. Then I can easily put a new 4PK belt on it. But if that's not going to work like that, I can put everything on as I want. I can put 50 4PK belts on it. It's not going to work that way. I need to take out first the well, the damaged spot on the pulley. And if I took that out, or maybe fill it up, I don't know if that's gonna help. I don't know. Might try it. If I can fill it up, that might do it as well. But it has to be heat resistant and pretty flat. Otherwise, this is not gonna work. I think I would be better off by taking some huge ass sandpaper or a drill bore, so that's something that where I can put the pulley in, turning it like that, bore if the screw comes down, and that actually is gonna flatten everything very nicely again. That was the perfect option. Or what I might try as well is putting a ring on it, but I don't think it's gonna be that easy. I don't think so. All right, guys. Now that was also my milk, and we're all sorry. We're almost also at 30 minutes, so I think I'm gonna sleep now because it's already night here in the Netherlands. I try to see if I can see that there are gonna be options available. Um, what if we talk about a supercharger and some horsepowers and all that. First of all, I want the things that are still damaged, I want them solved. Because as we all know, if there are problems like a damaged clutch or a damaged supercharger pulley like I have, or a damaged or a damaged exhaust, I mean, that's not a good thing. And let me be honest, guys, that's not gonna run perfect on YouTube. Of course, sometimes things happen between live streams or on the videos itself. Now, if that's gonna happen, well, then it happens. But I'm not gonna take the risk. You know, I'm not gonna take the risk to do it on purpose. That's what I mean. That's definitely not. That's definitely not the case. But when a next video is coming back to your road, guys, I have no clue. I can't tell you until it's gonna be that far. Now, I think probably the first updates you guys probably already will get is the supercharger pulley. I'm pretty sure. I think that's gonna be the first one. Installing the 4PK belt, and let me say it in inappropriate words, run that motherfucker. Because it was a headache to put that tight fit on it. Included with some, 4PK belts. You don't want to know how much already I put it on. And I chose Express on purpose for the 4PK belts and not V belts. But anyways, guys, so you guys probably will get notified again when I'm going live or when there's a new video gonna be online. So I'm gonna quit the live stream. I mean, for everyone that already made it until here, respect, thank you. I appreciate that. And don't worry too much about me, my voice, or whatever is going on in here. I mean, I'm feeling perfect. I'm not sick. I have no disease or whatever. So don't worry about that. I'm just living my life, having fun with friends, which causes, of course, not a lot of videos. But don't worry. If there's something going on, I would definitely tell you guys. But it's not. Everything is actually going fine, besides only today with the exhaust. But a broken exhaust can always happen something, And I already fixed it, so no problem. All right, guys. So I'm gonna quit it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys give this video a good like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna find some stuff, some good stuff that we can do. Besides, of course, a lot of tuning shit, which I can't at the moment. But we will definitely, as I'm always saying, and I keep saying that, because I don't step away from my words. If I say something, then I do it. Because Tuning Dutchy is a man from his words. And if he says he's gonna do something, then he does. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And I catch up with you guys the next time.